Hey up viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist. I was about to try and make a joke then, but once again my mouth was going too far ahead of my brain, Phil, so unfortunately no
How
joke for
how
you.
madly interesting! How
Yes,
madly interesting that your mouth is going ahead of your brain. Yes, and interesting that your name is General Red. Yes,
indeed,
very
yes,
very
very,
sort of yes, just mildly interesting. I do say,
yes. Not
um,
greatly interesting,
not
just
not
mildly.
greatly, but just mildly, and
Yes.
that's what we're looking at. Yay! A bit more
Hey!
mildly interesting, which we have done before, but we haven't done in a while. So
Indeed.
interesting.
Phil, somebody's found a bill of sale on a 1919 Model T. Let's have a look at this picture then. Can we get a bigger version of
Okay,
it?
yeah,
Yes, we can.
let's see.
Oof. G.W. Griswold, President.
So 1919, the what was the price there?
Oh, it says, oh my goodness, it says $325. Oh wait, no, hang on, wait, no, Model T Ford touring car, motor, blah blah blah, delivered, including
Oh,
freight, war tax, gasoline and oil, drive away expense, driving instructions, $650. Oh, and then it's the allowances that have probably been subtracted. So then I'm guessing, yeah, $325.
wow. Okay, that's crazy. But what would that be regarding inflation in today's
What
money?
would
That's the
that
sort of thing you
be?
got to think about.
Yeah, that'd be a
Um,
lot, probably, I would imagine. A
oh,
huge
well.
amount of money. But yeah, it's interesting. It's just one of those like snippets in time, because it's October 13th, 1919. It's the Griswold Wag Motor Company. I'm
God,
assuming that.
imagine that's an interesting bill. Yeah, it
Yeah,
probably look at the cars we have now. Oh my
yeah.
God, expensive, expensive. I'm afraid.
Do you reckon the Griswold Wag Motor Company still exists, or do you reckon it probably got.
It's probably been well, it's
Yeah,
Ford service. It could be taken over by Ford
yeah,
and be Ford now.
probably, indeed.
That is interesting. I say.
Indeed. Can you imagine
I
the
would like
days
to
when you
see.
had to pay a war tax? There you go.
God of water. Well,
Well,
who knows at this rate with the
just
amount of
out World
wars we
War One.
have? Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. All right, on to the next one.
Uh, My cat has double canines, which is a condition known as retained deciduous teeth.
Hello. It's interesting. Yeah, you can
Okay,
look
that's
closely at it.
yeah. Oh, you can see. Oh, all the more to eat your mice with.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, to really chow down on his mice. Now it's a funny thing because I thought deciduous was a term mostly for trees.
So did I, actually.
Right.
Yeah, I guess it has maybe other meanings in other contexts. Then.
Yeah, because deciduous trees are trees that lose their leaves in the winter, whereas evergreen are the ones that keep their leaves. But that's an interesting, yeah, double canines. Oh, well, he's got some. That cat looks like he's got some severe biting power.
Yeah, some serious bitey McBitus and energy. There you go.
Okay.
That's a promoted one. Let's go past that. Just saw this Roomba on top of a Norwegian mall door. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, there it is. It's like there.
So that's obviously it's connected up to its charging station on
Yeah.
top of the door. But how's
I
it going
guess.
to clean?
I
Is it because
guess.
it's going to like fall down?
I guess maybe it's just been put up there specifically just to clean that bit. Because I imagine that's like one of those bits which your average, like just cleaner on the shift probably wouldn't really look at. So they probably just
Wouldn't
put
ever
that
reach.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just got to make sure it doesn't fall. Although I think there is. Just zoom in.
Yep. Oh, there we go.
Oh wow, that's that. You certainly. Oh
Yeah.
yes, looks like there's a little lip
Yeah.
around the edge there, so that's good. So it won't just fall off onto the floor.
Indeed. Yeah.
Imagine that you're just walking past and you get a
A
Roomba
Roomba
hits you on the
head.
head. Bonk. What the fuck? Oh my head.
Yes, indeed. The thing is though, like with Roombas, do they not like have like sensors where they can detect if they're like at the edge of a step or something, so they know then to
Yeah,
stop and
they,
turn
they
around?
do. They have, and the
Yeah.
funny thing is, they send it to your phone saying the Roomba is near the edge of a cliff. It says it like that for
Yeah.
some reason.
Odd. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Because yeah, I imagine because the thing is that's obviously this sort of ceiling above a revolving door, so I imagine that probably does get quite dusty and dirty and wouldn't
Yeah,
normally get cleaned. So
yeah, absolutely. The
yeah,
cleaners can't really get up there unless they get some ladders out.
yeah,
Um,
indeed. So good to have a Roomba up there. There you go.
right. Ordered a three times a
You
three,
missed
and
one
maybe a
there, Phil.
three extra. Oh, I did miss one. Sorry, I do apologise. Just looking at one down. $100 fine for eating durian fruit in my hotel in the old Vietnam.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Wow.
Now,
Apparently.
Now, I believe the durian fruit is a very smelly fruit.
Yeah.
It's extremely smelly, so I can understand. And if you're a hotel, you'll have guests, coming in and leaving all the time, so you don't want that stink everywhere.
No, that'll be why. 'Cause I imagine it
Yeah,
probably stinks the place out if you bring one in. Yeah.
yeah, it's a very, very smelly fruit. So that's quite a fine, isn't it?
It is.
I believe that it's the currency of the Vietnamese dollar. Yeah, I
Um,
think it's in Vietnam.
I don't know, actually. I don't know what the currency of Vietnam is.
It's an interesting little thing for you, Andrew, that there is actually a fruit out there that is actually that tastes like chocolate pudding.
Ooh.
I can't remember what its name is, but it's this fruit, and it actually tastes like chocolate pudding,
Ah,
which is an interesting thing. Yeah,
interesting. I could
not
eat
the
that
name
for
of
my
it though.
Day.
Hang on. Well, there's one way. Okay, Google.
Oh,
What is the fruit that tastes like chocolate pudding?
let's see if we can get the answer.
Ah.
According to Atlas Obscura, recently I got the chance to test whether another fruit favored by Gastro Obscura lives up to its nickname, chocolate pudding fruit. Also known as Zapote Negro, Black Zapote, Black Persimmon, or Diospyros nigra, it's native to Central America.
Okay.
Okay. So black.
So there we
Persimmon.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the.
Suppose.
There you go.
Well, there's your answer, ladies and gentlemen. I'm assuming that probably was picked up on the microphone because it was quite loud in my ears, so I'm sure it'll
Yeah.
be picked up. Yeah. All right. Ordered it 3 times, got it 13 times instead. Ooh, wow.
Oh
big
my
shirt.
God, that is comical.
Damn.
Wow. Okay, so it's size related to shirt. Jeez,
Yeah.
that is unbelievably big.
That is huge. Yeah. Gosh, I imagine, I'm sort of curious sometimes about clothes that are that big because I imagine some of them obviously probably will be made to order rather than just stocked because I can't imagine they would sell huge numbers of clothes that big. Because I think it would be like obviously clothing stocks for example, people who have like dwarfism, for instance. You either have to go to like a specialist shop, or usually like they make clothes to
Yeah.
order. Yeah,
Probably
indeed.
that sort of style, but that seems really big.
Indeed. Yeah.
There will be some cases where we have to make like I know if you're like seriously tall. Like, I remember who was it? Was it
Was he
who
called?
was the tallest man?
Was it Robert? Robert
Robert Wadlow. That's
Yeah,
it. Robert
that's it,
Wadlow.
yeah.
He would have had to make clothes to order as well.
Indeed. Yeah. Yeah, but God, it's so big, so much material. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So we've got the differences between the stitches in my eyes from my first left and second right corneal transplants.
Oh, hello. Interesting.
Right. So there's that's a bit funny, isn't it? That having
Yeah.
the stitches in your eye, it's like a little star shape.
Indeed. I wonder, like, sort of how observable that is. If you, for example, you were just sort of stood in front of the person having a chat with them, would you sort of be able to see that, or would you have to kind of lean in fairly close to be able to
Yeah.
see it?
Did it hurt? Because I hope it didn't hurt for you, because that would be
Yeah.
be really nasty.
Indeed. Because obviously I know they'll use obviously anaesthetic during the procedure, but afterwards you usually do feel feel pain afterwards once it wears off and all that. But indeed, yeah.
Okay.
Corneal transplant. It's amazing though what they can do in medical science these days.
I know. I wonder what was your issue? Why did you have to have a corneal transplant? Were you having a bit of macular degeneration?
Possibly. Indeed. Yeah. Let's see. MacBook Air M2 corner radius is the same as AirPods Pro 2 radius. Okay, that's very specific. Okay,
It is. Oh yeah, you can see the. Oh yes, I
Finger,
see.
yeah.
It's. I think it's because it's Apple products. They'll all be sort of the same design,
Yeah,
won't they? It's all very
indeed.
sort of. Yeah, you can see that it's very sort of clinical and sleek,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it is indeed. Yeah, I can't say I've ever really used any Apple products before in my life. I'll be honest.
No, never used them.
No.
Nah, it's not for me. It's Apple. I'm a Samsung person, me.
Yeah.
I've got a Samsung phone, and I do a lot. Samsung headphones and everything. Yeah, not really for me. The only Apple thing I did have way back was an iPod Touch,
Yeah.
but that was a long time ago.
Indeed, yeah. Right.
Right, my son's new Carhartt coat has multiple lines for new owners once he grows out of it.
Interesting. So owner 1, owner 2, owner 3.
You can pass it on. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the manufacturer, I guess, trying to encourage reuse rather than throwing it out once it's not.
That's clever. Yes, good for the
fit.
environment there. Nice eco. We like to hear. We like to see eco. Owner 1, Fred. Owner 2, Drac. Owner 3, Emily. Oh, she's decided to take it now, has she?
There we are. Just random names that you plucked out there. Indeed.
Don't you diss my random names.
Okay, don't diss Phil's random names. If Phil comes out with a random name, do not disrespect it.
What happens if you have it forever? You never,
Well.
or you can get it and you never grow out of it. Owner 1, Phil. Owner 2, Phil. Owner 3, Phil. And then you put another one underneath. Owner 4.
Well, what you could do, which would be quite interesting, is if
Stolen by Jack. Yeah.
if you put your name on it, but also then put the year that you sort of got it, and then eventually when you grow out of it and decide to pass it on, put right on the year that you've eventually passed it on. So that way you got a bit of history right there, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
clever. I like that idea. Yeah. Then people can see how far it's progressed through.
Indeed.
Um,
Yeah. My puzzle has letters on the back to check placement. Oh, okay. That's a interesting way of doing it.
Okay, so you've got little A's and B's, which you can use to work out whether. But hang on, you flip that the other way around.
Yeah.
How are you going to flip that back?
Indeed. Yeah. That's the question. Unless they've done it on like a board or something. Maybe then you hold
then
it
you can
down,
flip
and
it,
then
yeah.
you flip it over. Yeah. Maybe I don't know.
I'll just say something. I've never been good with jigsaw puzzles.
Yeah.
I think it's always. I always find that I've always found them a bit difficult, especially when you get the big ones like the 1,000-piece,
Yeah.
2,000-piece puzzles.
I think what makes it just challenging is, especially if you get like say the 1,000 piece, then it's two things. One, it's just obviously it takes a load of time, so you need a lot of patience. But also I think you want something that's probably got quite a bright and colourful picture on it, so that way the colours are all very distinct, so you can start recognising where things go.
That's the thing, isn't it? Because if you get something like things with just sky, you have to put the bits in, and
really
then it's
dark
difficult.
colours, that sometimes are hard to distinguish. Because I bought a jigsaw actually a year or two ago, which was like a scene, painted scene in France. And I did start trying to sort of put it together, but the problem is it had so many like dark colours on it that eventually I still got to a point where I kind of lost interest because it was kind of hard to tell where certain ones went. But yeah, that's the thing about jigsaws. Some are more challenging based on the colours and
Aren't
what they're
doing.
depicting.
Yeah, not for me. Jigsaw puzzles.
Yeah. Over to you.
Same blackout curtains that were bought 2 years apart. Old panel on the right, and then the new panel on the left.
Oh, hello. Yeah.
So what's the old? Okay, so the one on so the new panel's on the left there. Oh dear, it's not as blackout, is it? I wonder if you've got them from a different manufacturer.
Maybe. I mean, it just says they're the same curtains, but I don't know. I wonder if it's like the case that maybe with time, blackout curtains, do they like the more they expose to sunlight, do they darken and they get sort of better and better, kind of?
Not necessarily, no, because I've got blackout curtains, and when I first got them, they were completely blacked out everything, and now they're still the same. So I've got them in my
There you go.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they are bloody efficient.
Yeah.
They really block out light like there's no tomorrow. They're really, really good, the ones I have.
Yeah. I imagine in this case then it looks like maybe the manufacturer of these curtains is doing something differently in their process, and as a result the newer versions are maybe not quite as good.
That's not quite blackout, is it?
No.
You can easily see light penetrating through there.
Yeah. Not good at all, ladies and gentlemen. My dash camera produces just enough heat to prevent overnight frost build-up. Wow, that's... Look at that there. See that
There's
little
one there that
flash?
stops it, yeah.
Wow.
How is it producing heat?
Yeah, how's
Because
it doing that?
if it's using, oh god, be careful.
Yeah.
Because if it's using if it's producing heat, it looks like it's still running, which means if you've turned your car off, it might be using the car's battery.
Yeah.
And then when you wake up in the morning, turn the engine on, it doesn't turn over
Indeed, yeah.
because you've used up all your battery.
Yeah, there are some interesting questions there about what's going on here. But,
Well, I think, but you've got to be careful when you leave your car to make sure you turn your lights off.
yeah.
Because you'll drain your battery and you'll have to find someone with jumper cables.
Yeah. Yeah, I once had an issue like that back when I was living up north with family. Because I think what it was is, you know how obviously on the inside of your car when you open doors, obviously there's like a light on the inside of the car that comes on.
Yeah, the dome light. Yeah.
Yeah, the dome light. That's it. I think I must have accidentally knocked it because normally, you know, it automatically goes off after a while, but I must have knocked a control somewhere that meant it stayed on. And so one day, I think I got back from work or something, I pulled on to the drive, got out of my car, but I guess because I was, you know, just not paying attention, I didn't check to make sure it switched off, so it must have been on overnight. And it's like the next morning, the battery was flat as a result. So
and
yeah,
you
had to get
you've got to watch
because
because the dome light comes on when you open the door, but it should go off when you close it and lock it up.
Yeah.
Because usually there's a little central panel up above you.
Indeed, yeah. Yeah, so my dad had to help me switch the battery out and all that. So, yeah, just, you know, PSA everyone, just keep an eye on the electrics in your car. You don't want to leave anything switched on when you get out of it, because otherwise you get a flat battery and all that.
It can happen, can't it?
It can.
And, got to be careful with the battery. So we've got some ice cream now that arrived without a lid. Okay, that's a weird start. And with the Best By date stamped right onto the ice cream itself.
Wow. How did this get through the friggin' quality control at the factory and all that? Right, can we find
you can see. Yeah, there it is. You can see the Best By date.
Wow. Best if used by March 21st, 2025, is that? Let's have a look. Yeah, 2025.
Yeah, March 2025. Okay, that's interesting itself. So ice cream does actually go off.
Yeah.
But without a lid. So that's interesting. And would you be able to consume it if it had that stamped on it? What sort of like ink?
Yeah. I'm so curious with this because obviously, like, normally, because the thing I remember when I used to work at Boots, and on the odd occasion when they needed people to come and help with like shelf stacking and making sure there was nothing that was out of date on the shelves. Obviously, like one of the always rules is, you know, if you see something with like damaged packaging, then you got to take it off, or if you know if there's like part of the packaging is missing, something like that, because you know otherwise that can compromise the quality of the product, and you know you don't want that happening, especially with stuff that's meant to be stored cold and all that. So curious, you know, how did this happen?
Well, there's the thing. Yeah, well, you see, the thing is there because it's something inside a freezer. Any sort of like bacteria and stuff won't really affect it because obviously freezing conditions are not suitable grounds for bacteria and stuff.
Indeed.
But just sitting there. This person obviously arrived without a lid, so they must have ordered it.
Yeah.
Not gone to supermarket, but even so, the delivery driver.
Yeah. How did nobody, you know, at the delivery end notice that this was missing a lid? It just seems really odd. Somebody was very unobservant by the looks of it.
Oh dear.
Yes, indeed. Right. This license plate is all B's and 8s. Hang on, it's let me get a close up. It's 8B, 8B, 8, 8B.
As someone a Star Wars fan, BB-8.
BB-8.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
That's an interesting. Was that random from the DMV, or was it a personal plate that you wanted it like that?
Yeah, indeed. Somewhere in North Carolina, there is a vehicle with that license plate, ladies and gentlemen.
That is strange. That.
Yeah.
I reckon that's probably personal.
Yeah, it's got to be right.
Okay, let's have a look.
Here we are.
My bra has a no pacemaker warning.
Oh, okay. Warning: no pacemakers. Okay. I guess is there some material in the bra that would
interfere with the pacemaker? That's interesting. Okay.
Because I'm just trying to think, you know, from my limited knowledge, how a pacemaker actually sort of functions in terms of how it obviously keeps your heart beating. Because doesn't it like rely on electrical sort of?
Yeah, it's basically it sends an electrical current like the heart would, and the electrical current gets sent through the pacemaker to the heart to keep it beating. And then obviously in turn that makes the heart beat. Yeah. It's for people with extremely weak hearts.
Yeah. So I imagine then maybe does this bra have, I don't know, like metal underwiring or something in it? Because I know
could have something that might interfere with the electrical signals or the impulses that come from the heart.
Yeah, that probably would be it. If I had to guess what.
I mean, what metals interfere with electricity?
Well, something conductive, maybe. I
guess. Something conductive. There are quite a few. So it must have a conductive metal. I'm trying to remember my physics/chemistry lessons now.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, high school physics and all that, but which just sort of flew over my head, a lot of it, to be honest. Yeah.
I found it quite interesting. Yeah, I did like physics and biology. Chemistry was a bit unusual times.
Biology was my favourite science subject at school.
It's good, isn't it, biology?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the one I was best at. There we are. Indeed.
Right. Yeah, off you go.
Domestic hot water pipe in high-rise hotel. Ooh, God. All right, that's
You see, I know that's the thing, and probably because it's obviously the water's got to be pumped quite high up if it's a high-rise hotel, but these are the things you can't really see,
Yeah.
and you don't know how much build-up there can be, things like this.
I mean, the thing is, like, certain forms of build-up are, not actually harmful to you, like obviously like calcium build-ups, things like that, but I'm just wondering what that is specifically.
Is that not? That could be calcification.
It could be, yeah. It could very well be. My knowledge.
I don't think it's. I mean, if it's got to a point like that, I don't think it's going to be that bad.
No.
Because there would have been some serious issues in the hotel when
Yeah.
people were drinking the water.
Indeed. Yeah. Just wondering if anyone left a sort of comment on this one explaining what it is. That's why the shower water tastes so good. Oh dear. Hard water buildup. Oh yeah, calcium and sediment buildup. Yeah.
Right.
It's that, but also
Okay.
a rusting process called tuberculation. Okay. I see. Yes. Well.
Interesting.
Indeed. That's what your
Brilliant.
water's coming through, ladies and gents.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah.
So we've got some sugary drinks which are complimentary in the dentist waiting room.
Oh dearie me, they're telling you not
Oh.
to drink the sugary stuff and then they're just giving it right out there.
That's good for business, isn't it?
Indeed.
Makes them get some more business. Oh, your teeth are looking lovely, but well done. Have a little reward. Have a little drink out of our little mini fridge here.
Yes, indeed. Reminds me of those old...
There's water though at the bottom,
Oh yeah, there is, yeah.
and some Diet Coke
Yeah.
as well. So no sugar in those.
Reminds me of old videos from like the 60s showing NHS wards and things like that where people were smoking. Do you remember well, we wouldn't remember the days, we were far too young for it, but...
You remember the adverts? Yeah, when they actually thought that smoking was not harmful to your health.
Indeed.
Yes, it was actually a good thing to do. Oh dear.
Yes, absolutely. Reminds me of that for some reason. Raynaud's phenomenon of vasospasm. Ooh, what the... Oh,
Oh, I've heard of this. Yes, this is a peculiar
yeah.
incident where you can have like a limb or a finger or something that actually goes completely white,
Yeah, that's strange.
as though all the blood has been taken away.
Yeah. What does it say? Raynaud's must have blue, purple, or white fingers, or parts of fingers. It's a regular winter thing, and it sucks. Wow. Yeah. Clubbed. You also have a pulmonary condition. I just wonder if anyone sort of explained.
Yeah, it looks like a raw chicken finger.
Yeah.
Um,
Indeed. Wow, that's fascinating. That. Yeah, I wonder what kind of causes that, and what's actually going on there that causes it to go colour. Is it something to do with circulation? I'm guessing something like that. Or...
Yeah, it can be. Because supposedly if you had bad circulation to there as well.
Yeah.
Very, very white that finger though.
Indeed. Yeah. That is strange.
My local Panera Bread now has warnings about the charged lemonade.
Okay, let's have a look at this then. What does it say? Charged lemonade, strawberry lemon mint. It's caffeine consuming moderation. Okay. Right. I feel like something I'm missing here because I've never heard of Panera Bread before, but it says charged lemonade, mango, yuzu, citrus. Hang on, let's zoom in a bit. What does this say?
It's good. Well, it's because it's got caffeine in it. It's not recommended for
Okay.
minors. If you scroll down, so
Yeah.
it says not recommended.
Okay. I mean, that seems like a pretty straightforward thing, just warning if it has certain things in it. I mean, okay, sure. I can't say I'm mildly interested, I'm just like, alright, sure.
You don't know what Panera Bread is?
I
It's
don't.
like a fast food chain.
Oh, is it? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was like, yeah, I think that one went over my head a bit, that one, to be honest. Indeed. Yes, let's move on from that one then. Fresh wasabi, $150 a pound. Oh my god. What? Oh yeah. What's that about? Because on their price $10 per pound, 150. I think
That is quite expensive, isn't it? That.
Yeah.
Well, wasabi is well. The thing is, it's very expensive to obtain.
Yeah.
That's why in some places that sell wasabi, it's not. It's fake, and it's actually just horseradish.
Yeah.
Because it's really expensive to obtain and get.
Indeed, yeah. It's funny, there's like certain foods which command such prices simply based on their rarity and all that.
Saffron.
That too.
That's,
That's a great example.
Which comes from the crocus flowers.
You learned something there, ladies and gentlemen. Right.
My chai is almost the exact shade of the inside of my mug.
Wow. Yeah, you got just the right colour of mug there.
I know. How's that happened as well? Yeah, it's got the right. What is chai tea?
Chai.
What's its flavourings?
I don't know actually. I know in some languages chai literally is just tea, but I know sometimes here in like England, for example, sometimes it's used to refer to a specific blend of tea, but I don't really know. I don't really know, Phil. I don't really know. Yeah. My fiance's car looks like a PS1 game because of the frost. It kind of does actually. Wow.
Oh yeah, it looks very. Yeah, it looks like it's hardly any textures on it.
It almost looks like it's not there. Yeah. As a result, it almost kind of looks like an image
like
that's
it's been
super
photoshopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look a bit like that. It's really strange the way that's done. Are you sure you photoshopped it? No. PS1 game car. God, those are the days of the PS1.
The old Swan. There we are. Indeed. Should we do a couple more of these?
Yeah, we'll do a couple more. This bar I went to has one-way glass in the bathroom.
Oh. Okay.
Oh well, I suppose it's good from this side. Yeah, you don't want to be peeking in, but you can see what's happening in the on the outside as well, which is interesting. You can do your own secret observing.
Plot twist. That glass there, that's actually a mirror. That's actually a mirrored surface, and so actually what he's seeing there in that glass is actually behind him, and there's actually secret people on the other side looking through.
Dun, 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 one-way mirrors. Yeah, and also it looks like the urinals are like kegs.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Yeah.
Beer kegs. Yes. Unusual shape of urinal and all that. Indeed. I think the most curious urinal shape I think I've ever seen was a garden centre where they had flower-shaped urinals.
Yeah, that was the Barton Grange one, wasn't it?
Grange, that's the one,
yeah, they have the one there. Yeah, that's some interesting urinals.
Yeah, that's a reference which I think people will only really get if they live in the area sort of between the cities of Lancaster and Preston in Lancashire. That kind of region. Indeed.
Yeah, well, there's probably some all over the place, isn't there, really? Okay. Last one, Andrew.
Oh yeah, it's me, isn't it? Difference between an iPhone 3GS and an iPhone 15 Pro Max. Oof, wow, one's quite small.
Well, yeah, so it just goes to show you development, doesn't it?
It does.
Of products over time. So the fact that we do that it's a lot bigger now.
Yeah.
And things is there's a bit of a mentality bigger is better, but it's not always the case, is it? Really?
No, it's not. It's funny though, because like obviously mobile technology, for a period, we started obviously with the big bricks in the 80s, brick of the phones and all that. Then of course from there on it's sort of getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and now sort of we're seeing sort of ones that are going bigger again and all that.
Yeah, I mean the size difference there is massive. I can't believe we're up to the iPhone 15 now.
Yeah.
God, I remember it was like only yesterday it was like the 10. Jeez.
Goodness.
Oh dear, back in my day, phones were like that.
Back in Phil's day, he remembers them times when phones were little ones. He remembers them Nokias. You pull out and you'd flip them over.
I've got a 3GS. The 3GS as well would have used 3G technology, and we're coming up to like 5G now. Very close, yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Well, I think we'll wrap this one up there. So thanks for joining me, that Phil.
We have been mildly interested.
Mildly, yes, indeed. And thank you all for joining us watching this, and hope you enjoyed that. In the meantime, Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with the link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. And if you enjoyed, a like is of course always appreciated and all that jazz. But on that, there's two of us signing off. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
You see, we're taking it in incremental stages, are we? Cool. Right, I can't see a thing. I'm going, don't you worry.
Okay, we're around the final turn and into the home stretch, but we ain't home free. You see that dead tree in the wagon wheel? You bust your ass and run like you've never run before right between them. I'll be right with you.
Christ.
You ready?
Yeah, I know. I'm here. It's fine.
Girls have been ready twist.
Dexter, it's a good line. I must say, if you are a bad guy, Dexter, I do think you're a funny one, aren't you? Right, hold on. Snipe a few guys. Good lord. Can we actually hit them from here? Yeah, we probably can, right? Okay. What are we doing here, Dexter?